Well, I'm delighted to say with me now is Wales' most capped international football player, Chris Gunter, spending a little bit of extra time with us now. Wimbledon's latest signing, of course. Chris, where were you born and brought up?
I was born in Newport in Wales. I lived there for 18 years before I moved away, so yeah, Welsh boy.
Earliest football memory?
2 would have been my first training session when I went to watch my brother and joined in terms of watching. Would have been going to Ninian Park to watch Cardiff.
What was your first game?
To watch, I think it was Cardiff v Tranmere.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you weren't a footballer, what would you be?
I'm not sure, that's a tough one. I would, if I could pick, I'd be a golfer, but I'm not sure I would make it.
Maybe later on in life?
We'll give it a go, yeah.
Okay. Do you have a nickname and can you explain it?
Really simple, Guns. It's a short version of my last name, and make sure they don't change the letters around.
Yeah.
Like it started with a C, but yeah, Guns.
Do you have a pre-match ritual, and if so, what is it?
I do, yeah. I got a few, but the one I probably would not mind sharing, I go and touch the corner flag at the start of every half that I'm closest to, say at that.
Okay. Have you got a favourite band or musician?
Yes, 2 actually. One Mumford & Sons and also the Cortinas.
Bit of Stereophonics, bit of Manics?
Yeah, I do. Obviously, I enjoy them and do listen to them quite a lot as well.
If you were in charge of the music in the dressing room, what would it be?
It would be house music.
Okay. Not even a few bands in there, maybe?
Not before a game. I do.
Okay.
I do the music for the change room at Wales, and I've noticed that bands don't go down well. So
okay.
Yeah, house for me.
Right, okay, getting a little bit more testing here now. Who's been your best roommate ever and why?
Well, I'd have to give 2 because I couldn't upset. Mainly club when I was at Reading, Gareth McCleary.
Okay.
For a long time. Was very good and one of my best mates, and also Aaron Ramsey for Wales. So I'm not gonna upset one or the other and
No.
name just one. So those 2.
What was the best advice you've ever received as a footballer?
The harder you work, the luckier you get.
Would that be the same for the next question of what's the best advice you could give to a young footballer?
Yeah, I think that is the most important, or it's a very good one to remember.
You may have touched upon it already, but who's your best mate in football?
Yeah, Rambo and G from Reading, say it, Gareth McCleary and Aaron Ramsey.
Getting a little bit more tougher here now. Toughest opponent ever and why?
I'd probably say Cristiano Ronaldo.
Good one, good one. Who's the best player you've ever played with? You don't want to offend people, do you?
No. I'm going to go really safe and not Ledley King from Tottenham.
Good. Who is the greatest Welsh footballer of all time and why?
Gareth Bale is the greatest. His record for the country, top goal scorer. His contribution over the last 12 years has been incredible, and obviously his club career, he's the greatest British player to ever go abroad, and yeah, the amount of Champions League and stuff he's won has to be him.
To be fair, over 100 caps for Wales yourself, which one's your most treasured?
I think the first one's always special, and there's been a lot, and then probably the 100th was a nice one to be the first player to ever get to 100. I think that was a pride night for me.
What is Johnny Jackson's greatest quality as a manager?
I think the way he treats people. He's somebody who you can speak to, very honest, very fair and caring. So I think that, along with his tactical side and the actual stuff on the pitch, I think that's a really big quality, and one that, having worked with him last season and before that as well, when you can get the players thinking that, it's important, and he's a really good guy, and somebody I think we can have a really good season together.
Great stuff. And finally, how far can Wales go in the World Cup?
we can win it. You're laughing.
No.
No, I think it's a tough group that we're in. The main thing is to try and get out of the group, and as we've seen in the past, then you never know what can happen. But I think the aim initially is to try and get enough points to get out of the group, and then see where we go.
Brilliant. Chris Gunter, welcome to Wimbledon.
Thank you very much. Cheers.